Okay, hey everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com, and it is March 23rd. Okay, looking at MCI, SMCI. Um, one of one of our members today said that SMCI is the Bernie Madoff of the semiconductor space, and with all the bull I'll say it. I think I can say bullshit here with all the bullshit that their execs do with respect to, cheating and espionage and everything else. I think it's probably a pretty good analogy, though I don't know. I think it might do a disservice to Bernie Madoff. But anyway, let's just talk about trading. So this thing went down in a big way Friday because of some cheating going on with respect to getting NVIDIA chips over to China using a blow dryer. I'll let you look that up. So it was a pretty bad thing. Stock comes down a lot this morning, fell even further, and then it rebounded nicely. Now, I looked at this as like, I don't care about SMCI. I just look at this chart. And when I see this chart, I see just all kinds of opportunity written all over this. And so what I did was I actually showed our members this morning in a live session here about an option trade that I put on. So just kind of memorize this in your brain, 21-ish, 2150, that kind of thing. It moved around a bit during the day, just today, up and down and all around, but ultimately kind of stuck right around here. Okay, so this was the trade that I did. 1,000 shares at 21 bucks. Okay, so it's 21,000. Okay, sell the $20 puts. Remember, bought the shares at $21, so I sell the $20 puts down here, and I get 55 cents for those. Then I sell the $23 calls for 30 cents. So I get a total of 85 cents for selling the puts that are below the current price and the calls that are above the current price, and they expire on Friday. Okay, so it's a short-term trade, like a 4-day trade. Now, here's what it costs. Again, 21 grand. I get paid 850 today. My adjusted cost basis, though, actually, I don't care about that, but I'm just telling you what it is. My adjusted cost basis is 2015. So if the stock goes above 23, I make 2 grand because remember, I bought them at 21. I have to sell them at 23, so that's 2,000. But I also took in $850 in premium from the 23 call and from the 23 call and the $20 put. Okay, so that gives me a total profit of $2,850. That's a 13.6 return in 4 days. That's if the stock runs up above 23 and I get called out. Now, what do I think the chances are of this going up above 23? I don't know. And actually, in that respect, too, I kind of don't care because that's not my strategy. I'll go ahead and put this in because I'm sure I'll be coming back to this at another time. Okay, so if the stock's above 23 on Friday, this is the money that I make. $2,850, I'm out. Now, if the stock goes to zero, which it won't, but if it goes to zero, now I own 2,000 shares because I've had to buy 1,000 shares at the $20 price, remember, that I sold the puts at. So I've got 2,000 shares and the total cost is over $40,000. So that's my maximum loss if the stock goes to zero. But my break even on the trade is $20.08. Okay, so that's taking account all the premium and everything else. So my break even on this is $20.08 right down there someplace. But this is the cool thing. So as long as the stock stays in between 20 and 23, which just looking at this, I'd say it's probably got a pretty good chance of doing that, like right about there. As long as the stock stays in this space for the next few days, like until Friday, right? Then I get to keep that 850 bucks. And then guess what I get to do? I get to do the same thing over and over and over again. And so the whole logic behind this trade is I got to be willing to sell the shares that I bought at $21. I got to be willing to sell them at 23. On the other hand, if BernieMadoff.com falls back down to 20 bucks, then I have to be willing to buy more. And I will do that too. And I'm collecting $850 for taking on this obligation. And so the risks here are that there's high volatility, so there's higher premiums on this trade. But then also because of the volatility, it increases my assignment risk, meaning it increases the likelihood that the stock is going to get put to me at 20 bucks. But here's the thing. If I am happy to buy more stock at 21 or $20, then that's okay as well. So this is really, it's what they call the wheel strategy, but I call it the blue collar income strategy based on a book that I'm writing, Blue Collar Options. And it all just concerns with selling a put to get the stock put to you. And in this case, I already own the stock, but let's say I didn't. I sell the $20 put, which I did, and the stock gets put to me at $20. Dang it. Now I own the stock at 20 bucks. Then what do? I turn around and I sell a call against it, which I did. That's the $23 call. Then if the stock runs and the stock gets called away from me, well, too bad, so sad. I get to keep the money and the profit, and then I start all over again. This is a great income strategy, and it all really just gets down to this. You've got a decision tree on every single trade, and you need to know what you need to account for every single possible scenario there is and either be okay with it or have a way to mitigate it. But in this particular trade with SMCI, you've always got to ask this: do I still want to own this stock? And in this case, I'm happy to make this trade all the way up until the time that it stops working. So going forward, if the stock does get put to me, if it gets put to me at 20 bucks on Friday, I'll say, dang, thank you. If it, on the other hand, gets called away from me at 23, I'll say thank you as well. And I may even just wind up doing the same trade again and again and again. But if this stock just stays in this box here, I'll keep doing this and taking another 850 bucks every week. I don't know, man. I think a guy could actually make a living doing this kind of stuff. So anyway, that's all I got for you. If you want to know more about it, subscribe to Stock Market Mentor. I went through this in great detail in today's live training. Okay, I'll see you guys there. Have an awesome day.